Hello everybody. Ooh, getting a little crazy here with my diffuser. I am back to talk to you about how to use essential oils now. There are three main ways to use the oils, and some people are more familiar with one way over another. Some people have never used them at all, so I just like to go over kind of the basics on how to use the essential oils. So the first way is aromatically, and that means just putting them into the air, breathing them in your body. So you can do that as simple as just opening a bottle and breathing it in. That's using it aromatically. You can, one of my favorite ways is actually to put a drop in my hand, 2 drops in that case, rub your hands together, and then just breathe it in. That's how I do it probably the most often if I need it for emotional support. So the oils do all kinds of wonderful things for our bodies and our emotions. And when I need it emotionally, I want it like right now, and I want it like in my face. So that's how I usually do it if that's the case. Typically that's if I am flying. I travel all the time. Like, I'm traveling more than I'm home, and yet I still don't like to fly. I still get nervous. So I will use my oils in that case. I always have them in my purse on the plane with me, and I will breathe them in to just kind of soothe me, calm me down, bring me back to the happy place. So that's the way you can do that. And then the most popular way to use them aromatically is with a diffuser. So for example, the Young Living Premium Starter Kit, which is how most people get started if they're interested in the oils, comes with a diffuser of your choice. There's lots of different ones. This is the most popular one. It's called the Desert Mist, and it's beautiful. It's kind of, you can't see the design, there we go, too much in the camera, but it's really, really nice, really durable. It's got 10 different light settings, including a candle flicker, which is my absolute favorite. And it also has, whoops, wrong button. It also has an intermittent setting where you can set the diffuser to cycle on and off, a minute on, a minute off. So that's one way to use it. That's the most popular way. I always have my diffuser going, especially at nighttime by my bed to help me sleep, but then lots of other reasons too. So then the second way is using it topically, which is putting it on your skin. So whether that's because there's something on your skin that you want to apply the oil to, or if it's just because you want to get it in your body. So for instance, there's some that are good for your respiratory system. And so I would take a drop or 2 of those, mix it maybe with some coconut oil, and then use it as a chest rub. Or there's some that are good for just soothing your skin or improving the appearance of your skin. And so I might put those in a lotion and then rub the lotion on my skin. So there's various reasons that you would apply topically, but that is one way to do it. And another way, and especially if you're new to oils or if you're using them on children, I always recommend to put them on the bottom of your feet when you're just starting out, because that will it will get the oils in your body, but it's not a sensitive skin area. So that kind of gives you a way to start out slow, if you will, and see what you think of the oil. So I always recommend to start like that on the bottoms of your feet. If you're new, for sure you can use a carrier oil. A carrier oil is any kind of like fat-based oil. So essential oils are not fat-based. That means that if they are pure, which again, I am just talking about Young Living here, so if you use another brand, if you want to use another brand, please just do your own research, because I know that different brands are different. So when I say things, this is what I'm talking about, is Young Living specifically, because that's my experience. So with the Young Living ones, they won't leave a stain because they aren't fat-based. So the fat-based oils I'm talking about when I say carrier oil are things like coconut oil, olive oil, almond oil, something like that. So what you can do with that is put a little bit of that carrier oil with a drop of the essential oil, and that just kind of spreads it out. If you have sensitive skin especially, you'll want to do that, or again, if you're using them with children, you'll want to do that. I don't have sensitive skin, and to be honest, I'm kind of lazy, so a lot of times I just put the oil on because I'm like in a hurry and I just want it. But there's some that are definitely hot oils. So like oregano is super, super hot, like it's sensitive, makes it sensitive to the skin, so that one I would use a carrier oil. But it's always better to be safe than sorry and use a carrier oil. And then the last way, and this one is for sure, I'm just talking about Young Living, Again, do your own research if you choose another brand or company. But with Young Living, we actually have oils that are labeled for internal use. So that's the third way, is taking them internally, whether it's as a dietary supplement. So you can actually buy like gel caps online through Young Living, through Amazon, through lots of places. You can get little gel caps and you can make your own capsule and take the oils that way. Or what I usually do is I drink them in my water or sometimes my coffee, depending on what I'm drinking and what kind of oil I need. So like this one right now has peppermint and lemon vitality in it because that's my favorite. It's so delicious and it's so good for you. So if an oil is labeled for internal use, it will have this white background label. So you can maybe see this one says Digize Vitality. This one just says Digize. So I want to point that out to you. The oil inside of both of these bottles is exactly the same. It's the same plants, it's the same distillation, it's the same batch of oil. The only difference is the label. That way you know what's safe to use. So this one is labeled for aromatic and topical use, and this one is labeled for internal use. So that way there's no confusion and everybody stays safe using their oils. So if it has a white label that's labeled Vitality, you know that it's safe for internal use. So those are the 3 basic ways. Again, if you have any questions, oh yes, I want to also say as far as safety, if you are putting the oils in like water or a beverage or something like that, make sure you always use glass or stainless steel. Because what could happen is if you put it in plastic, it might draw out some of those yucky ingredients that plastic is made of, and then you'll end up drinking them. You want the oils to draw things out of your body that you don't want in your body, but you don't want it to do that in plastic. So just make sure you use glass or stainless steel so that all you get is the oil in your drink. Let me know if you have any questions.